All right, our praise to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son, my brother, Amashiach, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters from the Israelite tribes. All right, in this video, I'm going to get into some thoughts. Um, Once again, I was watching a live stream, and this is going to be a common thing, even more so now because everybody are in that, state of what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna fight or flight? Who am I? A lot of people are trying to, in these last days of this collapsing kingdom, a lot of people are questioning themselves about everything. Everything is a question. And so a lot of Israelites or a lot of platforms dealing with Israelite movement are getting into this DNA information, and a lot of the people are just like, man, I'm like, it's not even close, and I'm not trying to say I'm very good at this information, but I'm worried about people still being misled about this information. That's why I'm very careful with how I explain it and what I tend to teach and relay um, a proper, proper understanding or proper ways to, try to let people ease their way into this information, because a lot of people tend to jump in with the admixtures, and once again, uh, most of the time, a lot of DNA companies don't know what that is. So how and why would you try to make yourself understand what it is? So I was watching a Israelite platform, and they was just talking about Israeli people and Jewish people coming to the realization and understanding of who the real Israelites are, and they are not, trying to basically, say it out loud, but everybody have like a basic understanding. I'm not talking about the group, but I'm talking about Israeli people and Jewish people. They're coming to the understanding who Israelites are. Um, a low level of understanding. The content at the beginning I wasn't watching. Uh, Probably I came in the middle. In the middle, the pastor, he's a Israelite pastor. He was getting into his DNA information, and so in the comment section, I was like constantly trying to, ask him what was his haplogroup information, because like he was going over comparisons, and that's good when you compare other tribes and ethnic groups. That's okay, but the atmosphere is dealing with something totally different. Period. So I was asking him about his haplogroup. He said he did 23andMe and Ancestry. I think both of them give you both accounts of information. So especially 23andMe. 23andMe give you a little bit of everything. If you want the disease, the allergies, they give you just about all the information you can handle. So he said he did both, and I was asking him like several times, and it got to the point to where he didn't answer. He went into like another story, and he asked his co-host to get into some of the DNA information he knows about, and then the comment section was slowly starting to put in their DNA information. So I think it was like two people that answered or that made note of my comment, and they put in their information. I was like, wow, like this is something that you know other people. I'm talking to the host because uh, they are supposedly disclosing their DNA information. And here are people in the comment section or the chat disclosing their information. I say, wow, they shouldn't be doing this because I'm asking the host, but while they're doing that, I'm looking and I was like, it's common, a lot of people that think they are Israelites and they do the DNA test are not going to be Israelites. That's just the thing. People just have to get used to that. African American people especially have to get used to not being an Israelite. So I saw two people that I was like, oh yeah, they are not Israelites, and I was trying to do like a play-by-play with the live, and the volume on my phone tend to pick up the live before my statements. So the video that I was making, you could barely hear what I'm saying. So but I was like, I'm making a video. I'm like doing the video or the play-by-play. I was like, I knew the points they was trying to make and where they was going off at, and didn't know what they was doing. And I was like doing play-by-play. I was like, yeah. And they was trying to put people in certain places. I was like, oh no. I'm like, and the pastor, he kept on making a statement, and I was like, yeah, I have a feeling he don't want to disclose his haplogroup, because like even with the atmosphere being the way it is, when you start to do the percentages, you start to get like a certain feel about those atmospheres. And you remember, I look at atmosphere as percentages of time. So I'm not gonna speculate, but he kept on talking about the limbo people, this and his marker dealing with that and this. I was like, that's not a good market to compare yourself with. And then he mentioned the Igbo people, and I'm like, again, that's another. Even though you look at those charts, and I've been trying to look for Igbo information like crazy. And I don't know if I have it, if I like misplaced it on my phone or whatever, but I was like, the Igbo and the Limba could be dealing with the same mixed bag of people, which is common with a lot of the Bantu groups of people. Like, remember, we are scattered, but at the same time, we have to have an understanding that we are scattered among these people group, but there's pockets of our people fully intact with both sides of our group of people being, paired with each other. So I was like, I don't think he's gonna disclose his information, at least tonight. Hopefully, whenever he comes back on, or I'll leave in the comment section. I'll ask him again, but I don't know if he's gonna respond, because like some people are just funny about a lot of their information. And not just that, but he didn't have to disclose. Again, you don't have to disclose your information. But a lot of time, this information, comes out. A lot of people tend to expose themselves, and this is what happened. He came out with DNA information, and it was like a light setup that he was doing. And I was like, what about the other information? There's like a whole story. Most companies tell you a summary of both parents, especially when you're the male. They give you a summary of a lot of stuff. So for him to like dodge the question like that, I don't even know if he's gonna, answer any of those questions. So yeah, I did a meme. So I did this meme, the callback. And then I did this meme. Because I know he was watching the chat, because like, that's his thing. He tend to, look at the chat, ask questions, look for other people asking questions, and he try to be very active with the chat. So I look forward to seeing the next video of him and his panel. I don't know how many people he's gonna have on there and everything, but yeah, my stance on Israel is E1B1A YDA is dealing with the Israelite men. MTDNA L2 is dealing with the women DNA. The women have to have a father, a brother, or uncle from the dad's side to fulfill the other part of the pairing system as Israelite. So they would have to have a E1B1A relative. The guys will already have that because it's a part of their DNA, the X and the Y. So that was my thought on the video. They got into some Satomi stuff, and I was like, he's getting into the Satomi stuff, and I was like, very suspicious. But Satomi do have E1B1A. It has R1B. It has E1B1B. It has J. So it's not something to be like concerned, but it's not my concern because I know my DNA information. It's just a lot of these other people that are teaching the information and that is looking for information. They have to be worried a little bit, but I tell people often, I'm like, your DNA information is something that you should be happy to know, prideful about it, and you should look at it with like your information, that DNA in you is very unique. Like a lot of people just don't understand the basic stuff of just being happy in the moment. Your DNA period is like specially designed by the Most High. So what you're destined to be, you're destined to be. That's it. There's no free will. It's just pop. You it. So you just got to deal with it. Um, the sad thing is, like, if you're like a person that's a part of the Israelite movement and you've been heavily indoctrinated with that whole hate vibe, to where you had to um, learn the concept of people being your enemies and stuff like that, and you gotta hate these people or do this. That's just, you having to grow up some more and grow out of that, because most likely you probably are not Israel. You're the other people. So you know, you shouldn't hate yourself, but you have to be aware of yourself and other people now. And you shouldn't stop spreading the information. You should carry on the information. Keep the laws. Keep whatever new information and old information you have, and better, explain it to people, and better, connect the dots with missing pieces and questions that you have about everything. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video. Once again, all praise to the Most High Yahweh, and to his son, my brother, Amashiach, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings once again to my brothers and sisters from the Israelite tribes. Once again, thank y'all for the views. Thank y'all for the comments. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section according to the community guidelines, and I'll get back to you with a comment or a video. Peace. Thank y'all.